Nature's wealth, good for your health. This is the Raw Life Health Show.
Alright everybody, it's Paul Neese with the Raw Life Health Show, and here we are at Hippocrates Health Institute in West Palm Beach, Florida. We are so blessed to live so close to here, but we had some friends visit us, a long-time raw foodist and his new bride and wife-to-be, Fred Patenaude, and his wife, his future wife. Say hello.
Hi.
Veronica.
Hi everybody.
Okay. All right, you're both getting ready to go to a round-the-world trip after your honeymoon, after your wedding, which is coming up in Costa Rica. And the reason why I wanted to have you on the show is because you're going to be traveling and you're eating a raw food diet. Now, do you eat 100% raw food diet?
No, not 100%, but mostly raw, yes.
Okay, how long have you been involved in, I know Fred, you've been involved in a raw food diet for
over 12 years.
Okay, and is there a time that you were 100%?
Yes, there are many periods, you know, the first 4 years, and then, you know, on and off, like sometimes periods of 100%, yes.
How about you, Veronica?
I've been looking into raw foods for the past about 7 years or so, with times of 100% raw and sometimes just steamed vegetables and raw foods.
Okay, I want to talk with you guys about travel, but before we do that, let's take some time to talk about this important issue. What was the longest you were 100% for?
I think it was 4 years. Yes.
Okay, and I know I told people I'm not 100% raw anymore.
Yeah.
After doing it for 15 years. What made you decide that, it wasn't necessary to be 100% raw?
Well, if you go back at that period, at the end of this 4-year period, which was about in 2001, and at the time was health problems. Essentially, I was failing on the diet, so that led me to go off the raw diet. So that was quite simple. It was not working, so try something else. But then I also realized, once you go to one extreme, you want to go to the other extreme. So I kind of went back eating everything, and I realized, well, of course that doesn't work, So where I am right now is more what I feel is important is there's a lot of things that are important in health. Food is one of them, and raw foods is one of them, and low fat in the diet is a very important thing. So I'd rather eat like quinoa or steamed vegetables than or steamed asparagus than eat a big plate of nuts, or nut pate. So that's kind of the reasoning. And traveling, sometimes it's a little difficult, to find what you need. So we don't make a big deal out of it. What we work with is sort of like a 7-day schedule. So like, we'll be good all week, and maybe I have something special once a week, and if we go out, and then it's not 100% raw, but that's it's what you do every day that matters, and what you do at every meal. So it's sort of philosophy, although I do believe 100% raw is great, but I don't feel it's necessary necessarily.
Okay, and what about a vegan diet? Do you think that's necessary?
Well, if you look at all the evidence out there, the evidence is really for very small percentage of animal foods in the diet. As soon as you go above that percentage, then you're inviting health problems. I do think the vegan diet is important. Although if you look at it, there's a philosophical vegan diet where you really don't want to eat any animal products because you're against the idea ethically of consuming these products, and then you have the health aspect. So personally, I eat a vegan diet. There are very occasional times when I might have animal products. But so my thoughts on it is I'm not against eating a vegan diet. In fact, that's what I recommend. But I do think if someone has a very small quantity of animal products once in a while, it probably is not going to destroy their health, like some people believe. But I am not personally attracted to them. I don't eat raw egg yolks or anything like that, or raw milk. I don't do these things.
Okay, have you ever met anyone long term who's been on a vegan diet, who's had their blood tested and it came out good?
Well, the people don't tend to get their blood tested. A lot of people just don't believe in that, so a lot of people that do this in the long term, they just go by how they feel. So I cannot tell you for sure that someone has been on a vegan diet for 40 years and has gotten their blood tested and it came out perfect. I cannot say that, because the examples that I have, the people who have done this for a long period of time did not do that.
What's the oldest person you know who ever lived on a vegan diet, personally?
Oh my God. Well, we both know William Esser. I don't know if he was 100% vegan. He was not. Well, he's the closest that I got. But You know, I don't tend to meet a lot of people that are very advanced in age, so I cannot say, but I know people in their 70s, let's say, that are doing really well and they eat vegan, but you never know what people are really eating, you know, that's the thing, you know, people tell you, well, they eat a vegan diet, and is it 100% vegan? I don't know, but certainly I have some examples of people in their 70s that do very well on a vegan diet. They've been doing it for 10, 20 years.
Okay, wonderful. All right, now you're about to travel around the world.
Yes, we are.
So tell us first where you're going, and also my viewers are going to want to know is how in the world do you plan to travel the world while eating a raw vegan diet?
You know, it's not just eating raw that's difficult, but eating good foods and eating organic and whatever the standards are, eating vegan. Every country is different. We plan to go throughout Iceland and Europe and Southeast Asia and South Pacific. So depending on where in Australia and New Zealand, some places that I've been to are very easy and some places are difficult. So Veronica has some tips. You know, the thing is, you can never trust the restaurants. And the restaurants are very hard to trust. So you have to make sure, double check everything. And supermarkets are a good place to start, but you have to make compromises when you travel for that long. So that's the one thing. We won't be able to eat 100% organic all the time. That's just not possible in certain countries. And so, you know, you have to work with what's available in different countries. Obviously, Southeast Asia has lots of fruit and season and, you know, vegetables, so that's very easy. But you go to tiny islands in the South Pacific, you gotta prepare in advance a little bit. But it's easy nowadays to find fruits and vegetables everywhere. And the thing is, I'm willing to pay for it. And some people say, well, I'm in an airport, I don't want to pay $1 for a banana or whatever, $1 for an apple, or you're in a country like Iceland where everything is expensive. Well, I expect things to be more expensive in certain places, so, you know, the budget will change depending on where.
Sure. Very good. Very good. And what about you, Veronica? Tell us, are you looking forward to the trip?
Yeah, I'm going to places I've never even been before, let alone like research.
What about the diet? Are you worried or are you excited?
No, I'm excited because there's going to be all these different fruits, different countries that we've never tried before. We really just enjoy having a variety, but what's probably most important is just making sure you have like the tools to eat the way you want. And for us, we really enjoy being able to like wash our fruit, cut it, prepare it, put it in a bowl, and just eat it. You know, I don't personally prefer to eat my fruit with my bare hands, you know, stuff like that. So I just always make sure that I have, you know, proper, you know, knives and forks and small little portable cutting boards and Tupperware and stuff like that. It just makes it easier to travel because you can't always rely on the hotel to have like a super salad bowl or a big plate or even a cutting board. So it's just really important to bring that stuff with you if you don't want to constantly be purchasing stuff every time you hit a new city.
Yeah, so we're going to bring everything she said. We're bringing portable coconut openers. So we're bringing some tools to make it easier to eat. That's a good point.
Well, I was going to say, Veronica, it's a very good woman's opinion and definitely a woman's point of view. But I know Fred. I know Fred long time, and
yes.
I know Fred has no problem taking his bare hands and opening up and digging into some fruit, right?
But, yeah, but he prefers having it made for him.
Someone makes it for me, then makes it easy.
I got you. That's the marriage thing now, Fred. You see, we gotta make differences. Okay, that's fine. All right, guys. Well, that's wonderful. Now, what's the most exotic place you've both ever been? In terms of fruit-wise, like where have you been around the world that had the most exotic fruits?
Thailand, I would say. Thailand that had the most.
Veronica?
Yeah. Just Costa Rica is probably the most exotic for me so far.
Wonderful, great places, and we look forward to your videos.
Yeah.
Give us your website.
Rawvegan.com.
Rawvegan.com, great, and you'll post videos on there from your trip?
Yeah. Also on YouTube, you can find me, FredMango76, and just look for the videos.
Okay, great, guys.
This is Fred and Veronica. Have a great day and a great raw life.
All right, everybody, there you have it. Fred and Veronica going around the world, just eating a raw food diet and promoting a healthy lifestyle. If you want, check out their website and their itinerary. Maybe you could follow them by seeing the seeds, the trails they leave on the floor by the seeds. All right, everybody, have a great day and a great raw life.
Good for your health. This is the Raw Life Health Show. Raw Life. Bright